Hello and welcome to the final part of this Power Tower tutorial, and in this piece here we'll import this into Unity and show how to create these lightning bolt effects. So let's get started. Okay, with our Power Tower now textured and those textures exported into the Power Tower folder here in the same place, it's time to start importing this stuff into Unity. So the way we're going to go about this, I think, is just we're not going to grab the blend file or the Substance Painter file, because if we just quickly go a few details here. The Substance Painter file is enormous. It contains everything as far as I know. So potentially we could bring the blend file with us, but for now, actually, do you know what? I'm going to bring the whole lot. I'm just going to take this and do Power Tower here. I'm actually going to cut it, navigate to my new Power Turret project that I've created, and just paste it into Assets. I might take a few seconds. Have I got Blender still open? No. The folder file is open around the program. Okay, so let's just close this down. Save. I'm not sure. Try again. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. It was because I had the Substance Painter still open. It must have been using that file. Right, so we've got our Power Tower folder. Now, if we pop back into Unity, this is our Power Tower project. I hope this is all making sense to you here. I've just created a new project and dragged and dropped it into the Assets folder. Assets is where you put everything in Unity. Okay, so it's just working through these now. And we can see we've got our assets, we've got a Power Tower. A lot of files here. So we've got that's the FBX, that's the blend file. There are what's this one? That's the Substance Painter file. Perhaps I should have renamed these a little bit more clearly. And the materials folder, which I'm going to flat out delete, because I can never get that working properly. So let's just clean that out now. Delete, please, thank you. So what we're going to do now is we'll actually create a material. Let's just do that here and here. Create material, and we'll call it Power Tower material. And then we will begin the process of just, hang on, let's just slide this across here. So we've got albedo transparency pops in there, metallic smoothness look goes in there, the height map goes in the height map, which I can't see, there it is, and of course the normal goes in the normal map. It might tell me there's a problem with it, yes, as usual, so just say fix now. And if we click on the FBX file, that one, and just drag it in. Okay, it hasn't got a texture, which is not a surprise, a material. It's scaled it up to this 100, 100, 100. Now, who remembers this problem from before? What I need to do is bring up Notepad++ or TextPad, excuse me, or Notepad++. Don't try and use Notepad; it won't work. The Windows Notepad. And if I just go over to this folder now, which is no longer there, excuse me, it is Power Tower. Assets, Power Tower, you'll see that it's created all these meta files. Meta files are the way that Unity knows what to do with these files. I don't particularly fully understand it, but for every given file, it'll have certain settings that you can use. Right? Well, for instance, a good example, it has meta files for the folders. Here, look. I mean, I'm not sure what purpose that actually is, but it creates them as soon as it imports them, and it imports them as soon as you go back into it, and it's found new folders or files or whatever. So with that said, there should be an fbx.meta. There it is. Okay. Just to clarify what I'm doing here, you'll notice that it's done this really rather weird thing where it's scaled it up by 100, and that's because it imports it at 100ths of its original size, and then scales it up 100 times. I do not understand why it does that. So what I will do is I will just grab this meta file, actually bring up to Notepad, just drag that across and just pull that in. And if I slide down here now, halfway down there's the somewhere use file scale. Just set that to 0. Set that to 0. Press escape on this one. Control S. Okay, save that. If I go in here now, it'll be enormous now, but we can just click on there and click reset. Annoyingly, I maybe should have fixed that before we came into Unity. Shall I fix it? I could fix it. I should fix it. Let's do it. Let's quickly do this now. Pop into Blender, PTO2. So Power Turret. Okay, this is the one, isn't it? No, it's not. File, open recent. Where's PC002? Okay. Oh, of course, it's disappeared from the. It's not in the same place, is it? So let's go to our Unity folder, Documents, Unity, Power Turret, Assets, Power Tower. There, that one. It didn't know where it was anymore. And what you do here is you just say RX minus 90, and then grab that, and then just do Control A, rotation and scale, and then File, Export, FBX. Are we in the right place? Yes, we are. So that's the one we want to do. Make sure it's selected objects, and click Export FBX, and that'll export it again. It shouldn't affect. No, everything's good there. So if we pop back to Unity now, I'm hoping it's the right way up. There you go. All right, it's the wrong way up in Blender, but it's the right way up in Unity with everything set as it is. All right, and that's that done. And all that remains now is just to drag the power tower material into there, and we should have an, albeit very dark, but rather cool looking. Yeah, but touch too dark, do you think? Well, the one other little beauty is that we can go into Substance Painter and tweak that. Alternatively, we might be able to change the materials. Let's just have a quick look and see if there's anything we can do here. I don't think there is, given that it's completely bright white already. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. I didn't realise it would be quite as dark as that. It's going to look very dark in a starlit area, isn't it? So you might want to think about lightening that up in Substance Painter. I'm not going to do that now, but it's very easy. Just export these files again into the same folder, and it'll instantly be recognised. Okay, this is the beauty of Unity. If you change the files, it will update us. It'll spot this as soon as you come back in. Alright, good. So we have our power tower created. Now what we need to do is create this special effect. And in order to do that, we need to go to the Unity Asset Store to go and get this lightning asset package. So if we click on, if you haven't got this already, what I've done is in fact what I'll do is I'll just drag that out and close it, and I'll do it again. So a window, I think here somewhere is the asset store. There it is. That'll pop out. As it turns out, it's pulled it in for me. If it doesn't bring it in and sort of pops it out like this for you, then you can just drag it across into one of the tabs anywhere you like, really. I put it in the scene view. Alright, now I just need to find lightning. Do a search. It's free only, and this is the one here, lightning. Let's just have a quick look at Digital Ruby, Jeff Johnson. I'm trying to remember myself which one it is. Lightning bolt effect. I'm pretty sure it is this one. Lightning bolt effect. That's the fella. That's the fella. So all we need to do now is just click on import. I'll put a link to this guy, Jeff Johnson. It's absolutely brilliant, this one here, what he's done here. I've struggled to create a really decent lightning effect. And I'm pleased to say that he's done a great job of it. So that's now imported. That was as simple as that. So we can spin back to the scene, and you'll see that there's this new lightning bolt here. Alright, and what we should be able to do is go to the lightning. If we just grab this lightning bolt script here, you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff, and let's just grab that and pop it onto PC002 there. If we go to PC002, and I think we'll have to do a few things like start position and end position. So the way we're going to tackle this is we've obviously got lots and lots of positions here that we want it to kind of be around. For now, let's just create a couple of empties. Alright, we'll make that the, I can never remember, I think that needs to be the end position, so we'll call that end position, and we'll just Control D it and just have a start position, and we'll just move that. If I just go to the top view, orthographic, just drag that, I don't know, somewhere like that to that one. I'm just picking one at random and then going to here to lift it up high, about there. Alright, what's this down here? What's this? What is that? I'm slightly confused as to what on earth that is there. Let's just hide this. How bizarre. Is that the script? It can't be the script. It's some form of... It might be the particle effect. So let's just quickly, let's go to the main, so let's just select that angle there, say, and then we'll just go on main camera and do game object align with view, and we'll just pull it in. It is showing that material, so that's annoying. I'll have to try and work out what that is. But let's just see if we can get this thing working. Nothing there, so I think what we're going to need to do is go back here and say start object is start position, like so, and end object is end position, like so. And now let's give it a go. Okay, so the problem, I believe, if I just go to console, is it hasn't got any of the prefab, so maybe it's one of these ones. So what I'll quickly do is remove this script and then just drag this. I think it is this one. I think I've been a bit of an idiot. Just drag it in there. I think that's done it. Now let's have a quick look. Yeah, I'm still very upset about this. But now what we'll do now, sorry about this guys, I'm just remembering it as I go along. And then it's lightning start, lightning end, and what I want is start position there, end position there. Alright, so that should now be, there we go, our lightning bolt, and I think I've got that around the right way. Not particularly happy with the start position. Let's have another quick look, see where that is. End position even. Maybe up a touch. Just make sure we can absolutely see it. 1.3, say 1.35, whatever. And then just do that. That's better. So excuse me, I should have used the prefab to do that. Now this is good. But what we actually wanted to do is have kind of a possible selection of hang on, around. So it's possible start positions. Right, the end position is always the middle, and the possible start positions are these ones here. So what we can do is do the following. Let's just add a new empty. That's it. And in here, we'll just drag that in. Let's just quickly make sure that excuse me, Control Z. Let's just make sure that's zeroed out. Yes, it is. You're zeroed out. That's good, and yours zeroed out. Okay, so if I put the start position in there, like so, and then what I can start doing is if I just spin to the top view, we'll just call that SP1 or something like that, and then we'll start. I can't quite see them. It's these, isn't it? Okay, so we'll just do that 7 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and we can just start dragging these along. So let's go SP1, dragging across. Is that right? Is that the right place? I think it is. Not quite. It's not obvious to see, is it? It's not too bad though. And then SP2. Let's drag that along, drag that over there, and so on. Okay, we're just creating all the possible places that it can go. These are all the possible start locations. Oh, excuse me, SP4. Up there, oh, SP4, like so. That's it. SP5, must be getting close now. I can see that one. There, SP6. Just drag that along there, and finally SP7, which is that one there. Right, now some of these I probably need tweaking. I've had this before, so let's just spin up this angle. Let's have a look. SP1 looks okay. SP1, SP1. That looks okay. That looks okay. That looks okay, I think. And so on. Okay. Apologies, I'm just a bit boring. Yeah, looks okay. Yeah, these look okay. So these are all the possible start locations, all right? And we'll call this possible start locations. Right, now what we need to do is we need to create a script that will take this simple bolt lightning prefab here and change the possible start positions. All right, let's just double check that this is still working, not some weird location. No, that's good. Okay, it's definitely yes. So the end position is always the same, which is that one, and these are the possible start locations. So we're going to create a script, and it's going to have all these possible things. And what it will then do is it will change the start position at random times. So let's just go for this now. So first, let's create a new script. Let's create a folder called scripts. Create a C# script. Oh, I didn't create the folder, did I? So we'll call this. Let's call this lightning bolt random location, something like that. Okay. Do I like that? Too late. Double click it. Go into Mono Develop. Let's pause. Oh no, it's coming up. There we go. I was going to say let's pause it while it runs. We'll zoom in here. So the first thing we need is a public transform. That's all it is. Transform array of start locations. Right, and that's going to be set up. I don't think we need to do that. And then what we need also to have is a this will be private. What's it called? Simple lightning bolt prefab. No, excuse me. Lightning bolt script. Is that what it's called here? Lightning bolt script. Yes. So that's what we're going to be. That's what we're going to be grabbing in our thing here. So we're going to have private lightning bolt script. I spelled it right. That's probably not called lightning bolt script. That's probably why. That's probably just a big script that contains lots of stuff. Yes, it does. Let's just type for the word class lightning bolt script. Well, there it is. Ah, I know why. It's probably got a package name, hasn't it? Digital Ruby.lightning bolt. So we can do that. So go back here. So using digital Ruby.lightning bolt. There we go. And now we can say here lightning bolt script. Save it, and then we will in here we'll say lightning bolt script equals get component lightning bolt script. Okay, so that does mean it needs to be in the same location. So if this is making any sense yet, so we'll, in this simply lightning bolt prefab here, stop it. we will add the lightning bolt random thingy generator. So where has that gone? There. So let's quickly add a scripts folder. Create folder. So I'm keeping my sanity. Scripts, and just drag that in there. Oh, is that going to complain? Let's just see. Let's just see if Mono Develop likes it. It worked. Good. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It closed the other one up. I'll just double click that for sure. Oh, you monkey. Okay. Lightning bolt random location. There we go. Alright, so we should be okay here. Well, let's drag this into the lightning bolt prefab. What it's doing here is it's going to get the start locations and it's going to get the reference to the lightning bolt script that's in this same game object. So if we just drag that into here, you can see it here. It's got start locations, but of course it's empty. So let's just grab that list there and pop that into start locations. Saying it's only got one. Of course it has. So what we need to do is just Control Z. We're going to lock this by clicking on there, and then we're going to select this lot and drag them in like that. There we go. That's better. 8 possible locations. All right. And then we can unlock this as well again. All right. So I locked the simple lightning prefab there, and the reason I did that was because if I do that and select them, I can't then drag it in. So I need to have the array here, then lock it. Then I can select all of these, and it won't change. It won't move this inspector for simple lightning bolt, and I can drag those in. Alright, good, right. So let's unlock that again. I just want to see if this runs. Is there any cons? That's fine. I don't mind a warning value. I want to see if it runs. This is getting right on my nerves. I don't know what it is. Let me just double check one thing. On my power turret 002, has it got some? Is it that one? FBX? If I go in there, no, it's just the power tower, and that hasn't got that thing in it. I will have to try and work out what this is, but at the minute it's got me completely befuddled. Am I maximised? No, let's maximise that. It's sort of flicking around like a... Let's just disable you a sec. So it's not you. End position is just an empty. Possible start locations, pretty sure it's not you. Spin back to Blender. There's nothing there. I don't think there is. Okay, you got me baffled on this one, guys. I'm going to try and work out what that one is. It looks like some sort of... I'm just going to try removing the material from it. I thought I deleted you. Power tower. Let's delete that. Yeah, delete. It's still there. Okay, so it's not that. Although, this one up here. It's the line renderer. I don't remember putting a line renderer in there, so let's get rid of that. Okay, good. Well, that's what it is. I don't remember ever putting a line renderer in there. So let's just remove the component. Okay, fine. Sorry, guys. I don't ever remember doing that. Maybe I accidentally did it. You probably saw me do that. Okay, good. So we're doing okay here. Let's give it a quick run again. That's going well. All right. So now we have this here. What we can do is let's just go back to our script, and we'll just say here, we'll say lightning bolt script dot end no, start, isn't it? Main caps lock, yes, start object equals start locations 0 dot, something like that. Something like that. Console, it's happy. Now if I just grab that, that might be the same location, so let's set it to 1. Hoping it'll move it. It has moved it, there you go. So this is good news, can you see? Alright, it's moved it, and so in theory we can just keep going. 2. Should move it around another one. There we go, this is good. The one thing I don't like is this start thing seems to be a little bit fuzzy here. Again, might be something to play around with. There is a paid version of this script. If I just spin you over to Lightning Bolt here on the README, come on. Here we go. This is it here. This is Jeff Johnson. Thank you so much, Jeff. I'll be sure to credit you in the comments, and of course I'll contact you to let you know that that I'm using your script here. But obviously this is I'm going to be giving this away shortly, so I'm not making any money. But please go out there, have a look at all the stuff that he's done with the paid version. So check out his website. He's got a little link on the download there, so you can try that out as well. Look, he's even got an email address. So I wish you luck, sir. It's one of the best I've found for absolutely nothing. So he's really giving stuff back. Right, but back to the script. What we need to do now is we're going to have to get a bit funky now and start adding some time values in there. So let's do this. The one thing that always kills me on this is working out what the time is. So it's time dot delta time is how long it took for the last frame. Is it just time dot time? The time at the beginning of this frame. This is the time of seconds since the start of the game. That's the one. So I'm just going to do this. Debug time dot time. And I know that's going to be a bit hefty to start with, but I just want to see it going up. What's the wrong with it? Okay. Sorry. Expression to next type where a variable value method. Okay. Is it time.time? What's wrong with that? Oh, debug.log. See when you're looking at the wrong bit. Debug.log. There we go. S. Okay, that should go away now. Go away. Thank you. Press play. Let's turn off maximize on play and just pause it. And then re-click. Here we go. So you can see that's going up. This is good. Okay. And then we want to make sure that we understand that this is the number of seconds. So what we're going to start here by saying is saying private float next change, right? And we'll just say next change equals time.time plus 5 f. For now, that's what we'll do. All right, and then here we'll say if brackets time.time is greater than next change. Let's just make that, let's make it 5 seconds, and we should see this change after 5 seconds then, shouldn't we? Okay, this is obviously completely wrong right now, but what I'm expecting to do is start at the 0 value, but then after 5 seconds move to the other one. Let's have a look and see how that works. Let's see if that does it. So it starts there. And there we go, after 5 seconds. Obviously it's not going to move now, because that's about as good as it gets. Okay, that's good. Right, okay, now what we can do is a few things. We can go over to here, and we can say, now I just need to remember how random works. Okay, rand, let's just make that private as well. Okay, and then we'll say rand equals new random. Is it rand dot? I need to remind myself how this works. 1 second. Right, my apologies. I've worked out what it is. I came across this problem before actually. I was using the Unity random thing and it wasn't working properly for me before. So actually, what we're going to do is we're going to use here. We're going to use private static random rand equals system.random. I think that'll do it. A new system.random. And then we can remove that one. I think that's going to work. Sometimes it might kill us. Just have a quick pop into Unity, see if it grumbles. Okay, we've got a problem with system.random. System.random equals new system.random. Almost there. Any errors? Okay, good. And now what we can do here is say plus. By the way, by making it static, it means that it's going to be the same for all classes. All right, it's going to only instantiate it once, and it'll just make it a static class. All right, so one instance of it, if you like. It's time plus rand dot next. We'll say 3, 5, 4, 3, 3. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to pick a random between 0 and 3 for how long it should wait for the next change. And down here we will say, so we'll say, no, we can do this, rand dot next brackets start locations dot length. Okay, so what that's saying is pick a value between 0 and the size of the array. And so basically it will return the game or any of the game objects that are in that array. And that means that it will set any of the random things. So the one thing we need to change as well is just do this here again. Control C, pop that in. There. Alrighty. And so now it's going to wait a certain amount of time again and then change it again. Alright, now one thing is that is a integer. Let's just see how that looks when we do this. Okay, that's good. It's not, yeah, it's kind of changing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, for me that's not often enough. Obviously it could be 1 second, or it could be 0, I guess. So let's do this. Let's make this value between 0 and 2 and make it a next. Sorry, not next. Hang on, next double. I think I'm pretty sure that returns a value between 1, and we'll say times 2. Times 2, yeah. We'll say the same thing down here. Okay, so next double returns a value between 0 and 1, and we're multiplying it by 2. Alright, so value between 0 and 2 seconds. Does that come up with any problems? I knew something like that. Okay, let's just try times 2. Is that going to be kind to me? No. Oh. How do you get a double here? Are you missing a cast? We could do that, couldn't we? For goodness sakes, brackets double. Something like this. I don't know if this is exactly the right syntax. Please correct me. No, that's annoying. Because next changes a float. Sorry, I've got it around the wrong way. What we do here is we say brackets float brackets that, and we'll do the same here, and then times 2f. Yes, okay, see if that gives us. You're being an absolute monkey here. Let's just try. I don't convert float time. I mean, I could just make this a double. Next double time float. Let's try this. Let's just try putting the whole thing here in brackets. See if that gets rid of one of them. It does not. Try one other thing as well. What you can do, I think. Let's just try this. No, it's not nicer than that. How do I cast? Bear with me. Apologies. Here's the syntax I need to use. I need to just put those in brackets there. So it's going to be something like this, where I just put a float there, time plus that there, and then just put that in brackets there. Shift Control S. I think that'll solve the problem. Please go away. There we go. Right, now hopefully that'll look a bit cleaner. 2 seconds seems a long time, doesn't it? Okay, so what we'll do as well, just to show how long we're going for here, we'll say, let's just say something like this. We'll say next change float, next change time equals so hang on, what am I saying here? So it's brackets rand brackets float brackets rand dot next double times 2f, and then here we can just say time plus next change time. That's not quite a good value. Can we rename that? Let's call that wait time. There, okay. Oh, wait time. Enter. There we go. All right. Time plus wait time. And now let's just debug that. quick look at it. Okay, run it. We'll have it. Initially, it won't work. 0.8, 0.29, 0.6, 1.1, 0.8. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Sometimes quick, sometimes slow. I think, actually, to be honest with you, I'm tempted to go between 0 and 1. 2 seconds is a long time. Oh, I don't know. We'll leave it like that for now. Alright, and that gives us the ability now to very simply grab that, Control D there. Okay, now we've got 2 of them, exactly the same. I'm hoping if we run this now, we'll have 2 different ones, look. Okay, with different places, connecting like so. And that is our turret completed. Obviously, let's just do something here. Let's just a couple of things. Let's maximize that on play. Let's make it rotate just to make it look a bit funky. So let's quickly add one more script. Great script, C# script. Rotate. Totally unnecessary this, but let's just get in there and do it. Oh, brilliant. Do not send. My developers quit. The good news is we saved our stuff. We've got to close the program. This happens a fair bit. It's quite often to save often on this thing. Rotate. There's no reason for it to quit. I haven't got a lot of things in memory. Zoom in so you can see that. And on the rotate method, I think we just do transform dot rotate vector 3 dot up times time dot delta time. If I've got that right off the bat, I'll be happy. It's just clear. And while we're at it, let's get rid of that that debug script, debug file, otherwise it's going to drive us mad. Click again. Here we go. Okay, that doesn't move. It helps if you attach it to something. So we'll attach the rotate to PT02. All right. Rotate. Let's just make it funky and have public float rotation speed equals 2f. So we can have here times rotation speed. All right. It starts to rotate, and the good thing about this, I guess, is if I just quickly pause that and yank that up to, I don't know, 5, enter, and then just unpause it, it should go a bit quicker. There we go. And that is how you make a lightning tower turret, power tower, whatever you want to call it. I've really enjoyed making this. That lightning bolt from the Jeff Daniels. Is it Jeff Daniels? Hang on, where is he? Let's find him. Make sure I get his name right. Jeff Johnson, sorry Jeff. Thank you so much for that, mate. Again, I'll say I will credit you in the comments, and of course I will create a link to this asset so that you can use it as you feel necessary. I hope it's been useful to you. Once again, guys, this is a big thank you for 200 subscribers. I have nothing but, I don't know, I don't know what to say. I'm overawed by the level of positive feedback and comments you guys are giving me. So brilliant. Thank you very, very much. I hope this has been useful. Please comment. I will do my best to fix any problems you've got. For now, have a great time. Speak soon. Bye bye.